defensively. They are vulnerable in their 10 losses this season. Opponents that have averaged 90. Did not see much time last night. And Handlogton gets scored on as Nick Pringle leads it short. And then Florida hammered them 105-87 on senior day. A layup for Latrell Wright.
Drive those guards to the basket as you saw right there.
Samuel, mid-range. That is a shot that Alabama will invite it back. And it finds Nelson on the dive. Banks it in.
2 pocket passes and 3 possessions.
Strada. Remember, Mark Sears, the leading scorer for this team. He is a very calm influence on the offensive end. He does it
with each other. They were telling the team was Alabama, hey guys, I know this looks like the 3rd time we've seen this film and this movie, but we game.
But they have flipped the script just like A&M did in game 1. And another rim look. Brogans
last night and was quiet after that.
Estrada for 3. Got it. And now Walter Clayton Jr. with the left-handed layup.
He is rip.
This is a high-volume, high-efficiency Alabama offense. You get Rice. They brought help out in the form of Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Clayton challenge 3 is wide left. And here they're getting to the rim. Here's Sears leaving Poland behind. Then tried to go into him for the whistle. And a foul
to pay for having 2 non-shooting bigs on the court at the same time.
Condon gets cut off, turns it into a beautiful block. Sears. All conference versus all conference, and Sears wins this one.
To attack with the right hand as teams sit on that left. He's got to be able to do it both ways.
Condon had a mouse in the house. Griffin turns the corner, turns it over. Here's Condon. He is a threat from 3. Reitzel got thrown off of the thigh of Pringle. Estrada all the way down the lane. Nobody stops him. And then we get a wet Condon with the ball fake. He's shooting 30% from deep. The handoff, and that 3's in and out. And the rears from the Walters screen. Right back to him. Sharpshooter puts up an air ball, and the fight for the rebound will result far. Shot clock at 5. Nelson drive, running hook, way magic shot.
He gives them a lot of versatility, can guard 4s and 5s as well on this end of the court.
Foul came in the game in Gainesville, which he fouled out. He looked to shoot that one. Clayton Jr. into Nelson. Rebounded by Pringle. The other way, it's been 2.5 minutes since Florida's made a bucket. Aberdeen push shot is good.
4-point swing.
They would be sleeping on the gymnasium floor. Welcome to Division III life. Playing high school football in Wisconsin, it was vanilla ice. He said, yeah, I was rocking one of those cool oh, he's rolling in his 5.0. Sears finds Nelson, dive and dunk.
So that's a hard dive by the big.
Clayton behind the Houck screen, buries the 3, and
him towards the paint.
Kick out for a Stevenson 3. That's an end. What a recovery by Tyrese Samuel, the Seton Hall transfer. Riley Kugel down the lane, and a layup. Nelson just bailed on him. Reitzel, nice touch. I think it'd have to hit the corner, yeah. It was not pretty. Nelson rejects that one. Samuel picks it up.
Here's Florida just sticking around.
Nelson did not make the shot clock getting late. It's at 5. Samuel trying to drive. Couldn't find the rim. Estrada around the Sears screen. And behind Pringle for 3. That's a good-looking play. Aaron Estrada. Well, Reitzel Jr. with the drive over Handlogton.
And that's what
intercepted by Poland. Just didn't see him sitting there, and Poland's floater goes. Zion Poland. Sears bounces it to Nelson. Shares it to Pringle for the jam. 2 for 2 from the line for Poland. Clayton fires, first touch. Clayton finds Richard on the cut. Game. Clayton picks up. Knocks the first time. Sears crosses over Poland, steps through, got it taken away. Now Clayton with the drive. Pringle got in the way, and Condon cleaned it up.
Outstanding defensive effort by Hauck. He guarded several guards on that play and cleaned up the miss.
Poland for three. Ball fake and a spin. Try to put a little masse on it, and then
Pretty UC Riverside games of you. But
it's time for third in school history of 23 consecutive where he played football player at Shippensburg. His mom was a great volleyball player. Bama 44% from the floor. Sears into Hauck. Rebounded by Condon. Here's Clayton. Into the paint. Clayton had it knocked away. It'll be a foul on myself. Leave football behind. We had SEC offers.
And 3 straight halves of basketball that Florida has really dominated Alabama when you consider what happened down in Gainesville.
Clayton somehow keeps the dribble alive and bounces to Richard for the jam.
They know how explosive their offense is. This one feels a little bit different, though, with the way Florida's had their number for 3 consecutive halves.
Salary for Todd Golden. He's a Bruce Pearl assistant before going to San Francisco, and then
lead this league. This is where you want to be as a college head coach.
Sears hard into Handlogton. It's like that. Hay is in the barn at this point, according to reports by Pete Thamel and company. Clayton's floaters off the mark. Samuel, guarded by Pringle. Pop, you can't stop, and Samuel gets another.
Because right now, Florida's got Alabama in a danger zone, and they have gotten early in the season that turned 5 seconds of playing time into 7 to 10 minutes back into the rotation because of that sort of attitude and team first approach.
Whoa! Samuel downhill.
I'm in danger zone like this Alabama team right now.
You're away and she's spending all your money. Handlog, the nation's leading scoring team, got to find some offense at the same time. Samuel working on Nelson. Lost it, and Handlogton bounces.
Alabama's done an okay job there, but even when they make a miss, they can't collect it. Do you ever think you hit the nail on the head? That happens to this Alabama team too often.
Estrada is able to bank it in and lose a game against an SEC opponent that year, 21-0. That led them to the #1 overall seed. And the Ken Pom says you're supposed to beat a team by 18, or favored to beat a team by 18, and you dumped to single digits. The difference in their rating, 0.00004
PC teams going to March Madness.
Here's Estrada working on Poland. I would counter with this, whether or not that's going to play out well for you. Google has it rejected. But my counter, I think you get to the point of the season, like Florida and Alabama, you're facing a team for the 3rd time. They know you more than I don't already know through the exhaustive film study that we put together. Sears penetrates and takes it off the glass. Leave that back in the embassy suites, please. Handlogton reverses it, and it falls in. Absent a massive Alabama comeback, the top 3 seeds all lose on the same day. Free throw line. 7.
Didn't invite us to the wing fest he had yesterday that he bragged about.
Yeah, he shut us out of the wings. Condon off the mark.
Says, any problems here? It goes, no, we're just chilling. In fact, we're about to go hooping. He didn't. All SEC player did not win the Community Service Award.
Like to share any other stories about Ron Slay that you have from his time on campus? Just find Dane Ron Slay. Alyssa, what do you got?
My Uber driver from the airport was name dropping Ron Slay like the entire ride.
Here's Samuel down the lane. Rolls off the high net ranking. Here's Walters in traffic. They started up at 30. The quad 1 and 2 record is 10-7. Estrada off the window.
That's just this.
Cut off. Nelson gambled, lost his balance, and Tyrese Samuel delivers again. That can allow him to go on individual runs. There's the double and a kick to the corner for 3. Buried by Whip. Well, Griffin knocks them both down.
Yeah, with South Carolina, having lost that game, likely at 5.
Florida had a 15-point lead at the break. They've outscored Bama by 9. Nelson Stevenson spins and takes it off the glass and in.
You got it or just winded.
They leave Condon all alone. Player growing up in Australia is Mom Leah, part of the Australian national swim team, and Ryland Griffin to be much of an issue.
Alabama unable to clean up the defensive glass.
There's Denver for Bama tonight.
Well, nice dunk there by Pringle. Defensive rotations. This has been a tough matchup for them with these Florida bigs. Yes, they won against Georgia, but that was not a good defensive effort. They were getting beat off the bounce all game long.
Sam Walter.
Because you're going to see some of the craziest basketball you've seen in years, and it's already delivered. We're not even a Saturday.
Kentucky #2 in the country. And they'll both be going home early. What a move by Houck.
Those bigs don't want to go back to the free throw line, so they start playing softer. He never let the second All-SEC team was left off. A while for him to learn, like, hey, the numbers don't add up. I got to get to the rim more. And he's become a
Shears about his growth as a player this season, and they lost so much talent off of last year's team.
And rebounders, and that's what makes this Florida team.
Sears sizes it up. Stevenson collecting Florida on the Gators senior night and lost their second in a row. Sears with a beautiful reverse. And talking with Nate Oates, that
He's had go deep in the tournament, including the successful Buffalo team. You know, this is a Florida team that, like I said, not too long ago, you wondered would they even make the tournament. And yet, 5-6 weeks, A&M entered this tournament quietly as the most confident team early February.
and make a semifinal appearance. They get Texas A&M. Wide open was the thought. Wide open it is. The first time.